Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to take a good look at this special edition Seiko. This is the PADI Marinemaster 200. Now I'm going to put some dimensions here on the screen as well as the price so you guys can get a good sense of what this watch is about. Seiko has done some really great things with this watch, with this model specifically, but they've also done some other things that if they would address, it would really take this thing up to the next level. So we're gonna get into all of that throughout the course of the video. Let's start with the good. One of its strongest suits is how it fits on wrist, how it wears. It's a lot more of a diminutive fit compared to other Seiko models. Now I'm gonna put some pictures here of this watch against a Sumo, against my 40mm Air King, and you guys can see, yeah, it really plays smaller. If you can wear an SKX comfortably, you can wear one of these SBDCs, because everything about this really just lends for comfort on wrist, nice articulation, good proportions. If you look at the case sides, the flanks here, you can see they're highly beveled. They are polished, so you know it does sit very well on wrist. My wrists are 7.25 inches, and it almost, as silly as this sounds, it almost seems a little bit too small for a Seiko. Maybe I'm just used to the way my Sumo wears, but this has a very nice diminutive feel, and I love the color play here. The Pepsi, the vibrant blue and red looks excellent with black, and it ties in well with this silicone strap. If we go into the dial on a macro level, you can see a nice execution, nice applied markers, polished, deep filled with Seiko's Lumibrite. The lume is awesome, and you'll see here in this lume shot, we have a bicolor application. That's something that they always do with the PADI variant, the Professional Association of Dive Instructors. Now let's get to some of the gripes I have with the watch. It's mainly the dial here, specifically the handset. You can see nice, long, large pointer hands. Again, very legible, but I mean, look at the finishing here. It's not quite on what you would expect to see on a $1,000 watch. So I don't like the painted black ends here. Seiko recently released a version with a beautiful green dial that has gilt tone hands and markers. And you can see the all polished finish of this gilt version looks amazing. I would love if Seiko did that here in silver tone. You know, none of this bicolor application, it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite cut it in my eyes. So that's one area for improvement. The other thing is whenever they do a PADI version, they have to keep their Prospex logo, the P and the S that looks like an X. And I don't think it's necessary. I mean, we know as consumers that this is a professional level watch, especially when it's co-branded with PADI. So if you look at this, it just feels a little full, and the spacing seems off. If you look at the just above the 6 o'clock position where it says automatic and divers 200 meter, the PADI text seems a little bit too tall. Like Seiko had some spacing issues. They didn't quite center everything to an appropriate level. Likewise, the X below the Seiko branding, I don't know, just it seems like an afterthought. So I don't know, if Seiko could adjust those couple things, maybe leave the X off, adjust the spacing between PADI and automatic divers 200 meters. Again, fix the handset. I love the pop of red, but the handset, if that was all polished, this thing would be killer. Now another area improvement would be offer it on a bracelet. The rubber strap is nice and long. It's soft and supple. You guys can see, let me get the camera to focus here. You can see it's very nice, but I mean, this watch sings on a bracelet. So my personal opinion, Seiko should offer every single Marinemaster 200 on its factory bracelet. And then if you wanna buy the additional rubber strap, you know, for 40 or 50 bucks, to me that makes the most sense. So if this was on a bracelet, had a couple changes here on the dial, it would just about be oh man, it would be very, very hard to beat when it comes to a Seiko ISO 6425 compliant diver. Just in closing, let me give you a sense of the bezel action. Seiko bezels, they are just a bit softer than Swiss bezels, but you know, everything lines up perfectly here. We have nice coin edging. Again, the colors are on point. I love how they tie in with the black. This is a very fun release. So this one was lent in by my good friend Robert of the Random Rob channel. I'd love for you guys to check out his channel if you haven't already. I'll put a link in the description. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.